Hi, I'm Miranda. I was a study abroad student in fall 2020 at Deree. I'm on a gap year currently before beginning my college education at Yale University in the fall. I'm a potential English and classics major, and this is my first study abroad experience that has lasted longer than a month.
Hi, my name is Gabrielle Morton. I'm a study abroad student here at Deree for fall 2020. This is my first experience doing a semester abroad. I live in Massachusetts and I go to Attica College, where I'm a math major with a concentration in secondary education, and I'm also a member of the women's track and field team.
I found out about Deree online when I decided to take a gap year in July and discovered that my family was moving here to Greece. They were very accommodating of my situation, and the International Student Services Office is really wonderful. They're very competent and attentive, and they were really helpful in the process of getting all the requisite documentation for me to be able to come here.
As an American student studying at Deree, there are many different benefits. First and foremost, it is the American College of Greece. So what you could find at your American university is very similar to what you'll see here. Classes are very similar. It was a pretty easy transition for me. It's a smaller campus with smaller class sizes, so I was able to really apply what I knew from Attica and bring it here.
A few of the activities that I got involved in while at Deree, obviously due to the pandemic, a lot of stuff was unavailable to us this fall, but some of the things that we were still able to do, the school made a nice effort to help the international kids get to know each other. We had welcome dinners and orientation sessions that allowed us to familiarize ourselves with the surrounding area and with other international kids. So we knew that we, sort of had a group of friends who were going through the same thing that we were, being away from home and being in a new country. The school offers free workout classes, so we were able to do Pilates with Sophie. She will kick your butt, she's amazing. The college also sponsored a mental health awareness week, during which we were able to go to seminars and practice meditation in group sessions, which was really nice, and it was around midterms, so that was nice.
I chose to come to Greece for my semester abroad because I thought it was an absolutely beautiful country with such rich ancient history, and I knew that when I wasn't studying and had time to travel, I really wanted to thoroughly go to all the islands and see all of the different historical sites. It's also a very safe destination, so it really made for the perfect study abroad experience.
All of the Greek students were so nice and so welcoming. I didn't know what a large part of the culture, hospitality, and kindness towards foreigners was until I got here. The staff at the Study Abroad and International Student Services offices call all the time to make sure that my roommate and I were doing okay, that we were able to access everything that we needed, that we knew all the best restaurants, and that we were having a good time. Everyone is very responsive and very attentive. For me, the appeal of Greece as a study abroad location had a lot to do with my major and with being so interested in classics and classical literature, mythology, and things relating to that, because I think Greece really is a mecca of cultural sites and history for any humanities student, or for any student who would like to know a little bit more about the history of the Western world, and where a lot of our traditions and customs derive from. And I think that the institution handled the crisis in terms of switching to remote learning and safety, things of that nature, as well as they could have. We just switched fully remote halfway through the semester, and all of my teachers were really hardworking and focused on making sure that we still got a quality education, that we were still engaged, that we were still learning, and I'm very appreciative to them for that. The Study Abroad and International Student Services offices were again so helpful in making sure that we had what we needed and that we weren't too freaked out being somewhere sort of far away from what we knew during such a stressful time. It made me a lot more independent, I think, and self-reliant. 3 months in, I'm learning Greek. I'm cooking all my own meals for the first time in my life. I'm figuring out transportation and finances and bureaucracy in a foreign country. And I'm learning all of these life skills that I think will make living on my own in America and being an adult in the US seem much easier by comparison. I feel much more prepared now to move on to the next phase of my life and to take care of myself than when I first came here. So what I will miss most about this experience, it's hard to choose just one thing, but I'd have to say the travel and traveling with friends, which I guess sort of ties in with the culture and the weather and the food and the cost of living here. But we were able to take trips to Egina and Santorini earlier in the fall, and by earlier in the fall I mean like October, like it was still 80 degrees in October, and we were able to go swimming and tanning. But being able to experience these wonderful, beautiful islands with their beaches and their biking and their food and their shopping with some of the funniest, kindest, most amazing people I've ever met is an experience that I will never forget.
If you are an American student who's considering doing a semester abroad, my biggest piece of advice would be to move ACG Deree up to the top of your list. I've had an amazing experience here, and I think it was a really seamless transition. And Greece is such an amazing country, so I really don't think you'd be disappointed if you came and did a semester here. My favorite memory would have to be either going to Santorini and staying in Ia, walking down the Ia steps and swimming in Amouti Bay and seeing the bioluminescent plankton at night. Or it would even just be the smaller trips that we did, going to, Aistri and Egina and renting bikes and just biking all over the island.
So yeah, that's what I will miss most, I think, about being at ACG.